full third unit deals about the vibration. It will be third unit. It will be deals about that three vibrations for you. Okay. These are
சார்
the syllabus.
ஃபோனை டில்ட் பண்ணுங்க சார்.
Now it's okay for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is called a syllabus of a third unit. Basic features of vibratory systems, basic elements of lumping parameters, degrees of freedom. These are the damping factors and damping equations and torsional equations. Torsional system, natural frequency of 2 and 3 rotor systems is the last line in the syllabus. Torsional systems, natural frequency of 2 and 3 rotor systems. It will be deals about the second half of the third unit for you. Okay. Second half of the third unit. Up to critical speed, it's first half of the third unit. Remaining it will be goes for the second half of the third unit for you. Okay. Yeah. We know about the vibrations. Okay. A vibration we studied about in the physics itself, in school stages itself. Okay. It will be giving some force, it will be vibrated. Okay. That is called forced vibration. Without giving any force, it will be vibrates means it's called a free vibration. So that's the thing it will be given here. Any motion which repeats itself with a regular interval of time is called vibration or oscillation or periodic motion. Okay, that's the same thing it will be given in your diagram also. Any motion which repeats itself in a regular interval of time is called vibration or oscillation or periodic motion. Vibration refers to mechanical oscillations in an equilibrium point. Okay. This is called vibration, and like giving a small example for that. That's a GIF file will be given for you. Same thing. When elastic bodies such as springs, a beam, a shaft are displaced from an equilibrium position by application of external forces and then released, this is called a vibratory motion. This is due to reason when a body is displaced, the internal forces, okay, internal forces will be acting on the elastic or strain energy are present in the body. At release, these forces bring the body to its original position, back to the original position. Okay, these are the causes of vibration. Just we've seen about the introduction about that and what are the causes of vibration. So sometimes what will be happens, the unbalanced forces, it will be also causes as vibration. Once the unbalanced forces will be more, so it will be cause to major accidents and friction will be created. Once the friction will be created, so the heat will be produced. You know about that. Okay, friction will be increases, the vibration will be increases, the friction will be increases. Once the friction will be increases, the heat will be produced in more there. So then it will be caused to damages to the body. Okay. So that are the things we are going to see about this now. Okay. The first one is called unbalanced forces in the machine. Okay. These forces are produced from within the machine itself. Okay. That is called unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces in the machine. Okay. And second one is called an elastic nature of the system. It will be disturbed. Elastic nature. Okay. The what do you call the properties of the system, it will be damaged. For example, the properties of an iron, it will be changed, okay, due to friction. Okay, that's the thing. Elastic nature of the system, unbalanced. Okay, self-excitation produced by the dry friction between two mating bodies. Okay, this is the thing I already told that. Once the two bodies will be friction will be created, the mating surface, the heat will be produced on the system there. Okay, external excitation, okay, applied to the system. And fifth one is called wind. In certain systems, such as transmission of telephone lines under certain conditions, that is also causes of a vibration. Okay, and last one is called an earthquake. Okay, cause of vibration greatly responsible for the failure of dams and many buildings. So these are the causes of vibration. Okay, and what are the effects based on the causes? What are the effects we are getting? Okay, sometimes it will be comes into negative effects. Sometimes it will be goes into positive effects. Okay, negative effect, first of all, we've seen that. Okay, the existence of a vibrating element in mechanical system produces unbalanced noise. Okay, this is called unbalanced noises will be created. unbalanced noises will be created, and in a mechanical system produce unwanted noise and stress, wear, reliability will be gets down, and permanent failure. Okay, these are the negative effects. Okay, the main thing once the balancing it will be missed in the system, what will be happen? The noise will be created. Once the noise will be created, friction will be created. Friction will be created, heat will be produced on the system. Okay, so these all things. Okay, that's the thing. It will be given in a linely manner here. The first thing is called noise, and next one is called stress, and third one is called wear, and poor reliability. It will be happens, and premature failure of the system. Okay, and we move on to the next one, that is called positive effects. Instead of an harmful effect, the vibratory system are built into machines. Example, musical instrument. Okay, due to musical instrument, the vibration, the sound will be created there. Okay, and vibrating conveyors. Okay, shifting of a product to one point to another point, and one area to another area. For example, we taken as an Neyveli Lignite Corporation. Coal, okay, shifting from conveyor from one point to another point. These all things will be there's a positive effect here. Okay, vibrating range and shakers. Shakers used to produce that. In a rice mill also we can see the shakers. Okay, shakers will then remove the dust particles from an rice or some other materials like that, and stress relievers. All these things will have a positive effect there. Okay, terms used in vibrating system. Okay. Okay, this is called period of vibration of time period. It is a time interval after which the motion is repeated itself. The period of vibration is usually expressed in seconds. Okay, period of vibration of time period, TP. We mentioned as well TP in the formulas. Okay. Next one is called cycle. It is a motion completed during one time period. This is called cycle. And third one, frequency. It is a number of cycles described in 1 second. In 1 second, this is called cycles. Okay. Students, are you following me? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Frequency. It is a number of cycles described in 1 second. It's called frequency. You know about these terms because we already seen so many in A classes also about this. Okay. It will be right in hertz, or you can convert it into 1 cycle or per second, something like that. Okay. Yeah, frequency. Another term for frequency you can write as it's an inverse of time period. Okay, 1 by TP. A natural frequency of the system, amplitude, resonance, damping factor. Please go through this slide one for a moment, because there's so many terms will be there. I already explained about the term. So repeated term only, these all things. Amplitude, resonance, damping factor, these all things. Go through the slide for a moment for a while. Yeah, next one. Yeah, vibration. We call it as so many types of vibration here. Sorry. That's called free vibration. When no external force acts on the body after giving an initial displacement, then the body is called free vibration. Okay, free or natural vibration. The frequency of free vibration is called free frequency or natural frequency. Okay. When no external force acts on the body after giving it an initial displacement. Look at the term after giving it an initial displacement. Initial displacement, there is no external forces. Okay. First line itself will be given. When no external force acts on the body after giving it an initial displacement. அடிக்கடி கேட்கக்கூடிய ஒரு 2 mark question மா. Free vibration என்ன, forced vibration என்ன, natural vibration என்ன, natural frequency என்ன, இந்த term தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Okay. No force acts on the body after giving it an initial displacement when the body is said to be under free or natural vibration. This frequency is called free vibration. It's called free or natural frequency. Next one is called forced vibration. Okay, we are going to see free vibration in a third unit and a forced vibration in a next unit, fourth unit for you. Okay, when the body When the body vibrates under influence of external forces, then the body is said to be forced vibration. Okay, vibrates under influence of external force. Okay, it's giving some external force we are giving. You are pushing the door. Okay, that is also one of the external force. Okay, it's said to be forced vibration. The external force applied to the body is a periodic disturbance force created by unbalance. This vibration same frequency as an applied force. Okay, and third one is called a dampened vibration. When there is reduction in amplitude over every cycle of vibration, the motion is to be dampened vibration. This is due to the fact that a certain amount of energy possessed by vibrating system is always dissipated in overcoming friction resistance to the motion. Yeah, this three vibration already seen. Types of motions. These are the movement. Okay, this free vibration will be again classified into three types here. That is called longitudinal, transverse, and torsional vibration. Okay, look at the diagram here. It will be given in a clearly manner. The first diagram ABC will be given shaft. Okay, in this it will be given that longitudinal vibrations. Okay, along the axis. Okay, the weight will be acting along the axis is called, the initial position is called B. Initial position that's given in a blue line, it's called initial position. Okay, A and C is an extreme position, minimum position and maximum position. That is called longitudinal vibration. Along the axis it will be happening. So this is called a longitudinal vibration. Okay. And next one is called transverse vibration. Diagram, second diagram, that is called against the axis. Okay. Perpendicular to the axis, we call it as now. Okay, perpendicular to the axis, we call it as now. That's the thing is called a transverse vibration. It will be oscillating, like in a pendulum. A good example is called a pendulum. Okay, that is called transverse vibration. And third one is called a torsional vibration. This is rotating one. Okay, so for example, a good example for this torsional vibration is called a ball will be rotating. Okay, ball, while you tie the ball in a thread, it will be rotating, means that is called a torsional vibration. These are the types of vibration, types of free vibrations. Yeah, explanations about that. Longitudinal. When the shaft or disc moves parallel to the axis of the shaft, is known as longitudinal vibration. Okay, that's a definition about all these things. Okay, this diagram. Okay, we already seen this diagram in the last slide itself. The same thing, it will be given for you for easy reference here. Okay. And second one is called a transverse vibration. Transverse vibration, this diagram, second diagram. Okay, we already seen this thing. I already explained, just given for your reference. Please go through the lines there. Okay. And third one is called torsional vibration. Torsional vibration is called twisting movement. Okay, twisting or torsional, we call it as now. Okay. These are the three types of vibration. Next one, equation based on the natural frequency of free longitudinal vibration. The natural frequency of a free longitudinal vibration may be determined by three methods we are using here. That is called equilibrium method, energy method, and Rayleigh method. Okay. I think we've seen all these things in engineering mechanics itself. Equilibrium method, energy calculation, energy method calculation, Rayleigh method calculation, Macaulay methods. So we are taking as three methods here: equilibrium method, energy method, and Rayleigh method. Okay. These are the formula and derivation. Okay. S is called as stiffness. Look at that. Small s equal to stiffness of the constraint. Okay, it will be expressed in Newton per meter. Small m equal to mass of the body in terms of kg, and W equal to weight of the body in newtons. Mass into gravity is nothing but of W, and del equal to static deflection, and x equal to displacement. Okay, these are the terms we are going to use in this equilibrium method. Okay, this is given in the diagram. Okay, initial position, unstrained position, and strained position. Okay, x will be in this distance, and del plus x. These all things will be given in formula.
Barney, good morning. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
Who's another faculty is Barney?
Yes, Suresh sir.
இருக்காருங்களா? Is available?
சார்
He
இருக்கு
is
சார்.
available on the line, sir.
Okay sir, okay, okay sir, okay, கரெக்ட்.
ஓகே
வந்துட்டாங்களா?
Okay.
பசங்க வந்துட்டு வந்தாங்களா? They came to டைமிங் இல்லைங்களா? வந்துட்டாங்களா?
வந்துட்டாங்க சார், வந்துட்டாங்க.
ஓகே ஓகே
Almost
ஓகே
வந்துட்டாங்க sir. எல்லாரும் வந்துட்டாங்க sir.
ஓகே ஓகே கரெக்ட்.
Okay, thank you sir. This is called a natural frequency of three longitudinal vibrations. Okay, unstrained portion given in the first diagram A, and second one is called a strained one. Okay, after giving some initial force, I already told in the definition itself. Okay, some external force will be given only in the initial position. That is called that it will be given equal to that's the thing. It will be given in this diagram. Okay, W equal to mg. Okay, B position diagram. Okay, and third one C is called given as a deflection plus distance moved. Okay, deflection plus distance moved. Okay, that's the thing. It will be given here. Okay, that's for this. This is a calculation and then equation solving. Okay, since the mass is now displayed in the equilibrium position by a distance x as shown in the figure. Okay, and then it will be released. Therefore, after the time interval, it will be given as an S in stiffness into del minus stiffness into del minus stiffness into x will be given as minus S into x. There is no need of it. This is an equation also. Just a reference. You move on to the formulas. Okay, directly. Yeah. Yeah, this one. This is called time period equal to Tp. That is equal to 2 pi by omega. Or 2 pi by omega. It's then another format equal to 2 pi equal to square root of m by s. M is equal to mass and s equal to stiffness. Okay. Time period formula equal to, you can use both the formulas because based on the data it will be available. You can take any one of the formula. 2 pi by omega or 2 pi by square root of m by s. M equal to mass and s equal to stiffness. Okay. And frequency formula, natural frequency. All of you please take down these formulas. These two formulas are very, very important throughout the unit for you. Okay. Note down the formulas. Natural frequency, Fn equal to 1 by Tp and 1 by 2 pi square root of S by n and 1 by 2 pi square root of G by deflection. All the formulas are very important. Okay. Please take down all the formulas here. Okay. I wait for a moment for you to take down the formulas. Okay. Please note down all the formulas. Just a few of them, it's not a joined. Please remain of them. Students, உங்க friends யாரா இருந்தா அப்படியே ரிமைண்ட் பண்ணுங்க கொஞ்சம். இன்னொரு 4-5 பேர் இன்னும் ஜாயின் பண்ணல. Almost ending of class now. I move on to the next slide now. All of you noted the formulas? Anyone can answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And already I told that is an equilibrium method and second one is called an energy method. Okay. This is second method that is called energy method. In the free vibration, no energy is transferred to the system or form the system. Therefore, the summation of kinetic energy and potential energy must be constant quantity, which is same at all times. In other words, it will be given an equation: kinetic energy plus potential energy is equal to 0. That's the thing. It will be given kinetic energy off into mx max, off into mx. Okay, that's the formula. So off into m into x will be derived here, dx by dt. In terms of time, it will be given. Same as like a potential energy is also given, equating this kinetic energy plus based on this first line equation, differentiation of kinetic energy plus potential energy is equal to 0. Put it in the equation and get the formulas. Okay. And this is also natural frequency of free transverse vibration. What we seen up to that is called a longitudinal vibration. And next one is called transverse vibration. That is longitudinal, and this is transverse vibration. Arul Raj, you can give any what is the difference between longitudinal system and transverse system? Arul Raj, are you there? Arul Raj? Illa. Arul Raj is absent today for today's session. That's all. And next one, Manoj. Manoj?
Sir, sir.
What is the difference between longitudinal vibration and transverse vibration?
1 second, 1 second. சார் அது வந்து அதோட மூவ்மெண்ட் பொறுத்து சார். லாங்கிட்யூடல் வைப்ரேட் ஆச்சுன்னா அது லாங்கிட்யூடல் வைப்ரேஷன், டிரான்சிஷனா லெஃப்ட் ரைட் அந்த மாதிரி வைப்ரேட் ஆகும் சார்.
கரெக்டா சொல்றேன், பட் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டெஃபினிஷன் வேணும். கரெக்டா so along the axis and against the axis அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொல்லணும். along the axis is called longitudinal axis, transverse vibration against the axis. ஓகேவா?
ஓகே சார், கரெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் சார்.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is called a transverse vibration. First we already seen about that longitudinal, and then we'll move on to that transverse vibration now. Okay, and this transverse vibration, considering a shaft is a negligible mass. Okay, taken this, look at this diagram. This shaft will be a mass will be negligible. So taken this, there's a W will be mentioned that end video. Okay, this end W just taken into this W. For that, shaft stiffness of the shaft will be taken as an S, and deflection will be given as static deflection del, and the X equal to displacement. Displacement is called an initial position to end position. That is called displacement. M equal to mass of the body. Okay. I already told that minus S into X. We already solved in a energy method calculation. Okay, the same thing. Put it there, all these things. Okay. The formula for a transverse vibration. Time period Tp equal to 2 pi square root of M by S, and natural frequency F1 equal to 1 by Tp. That is equal to is nothing but of 1 by 2 pi square root of S by M. As same as like that, 1 by 2 pi square root of G by del. Square root of G by del. Okay, you can use any one of the formulas. You are look it out for a natural frequency. There's 3 formulas will be given. Okay, 1 by Tp, 1 by 2 pi square root of S by M, second formula, and third formula equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of G by del. Okay, you can use any one of the formulas. Okay, all the things are given the same answer for you. And del equal to for that system. Okay, based on the position of the beam, all the formulas will be vary. That will be given as a simply supported beam. Okay, simply supported beam. Okay, one end will be supported and another end is a free. Okay, for this we taken as a del as WL cube by 3 into EA. I think we already seen these things in a strength of materials as well as in engineering mechanics also. Pathakema, what are the types of beams? Anyone can answer? What are the types of beams? Yara, what is solunga?
Cantilever beam, simply supported beam.
Okay, then fixed beam,
overhanging beam, fixed beam.
Okay, like that. Okay, so in that next ஒரு example கொடுத்திருக்காங்க பாரு நமக்கு. Okay, cantilever shaft of 50 mm diameter, 300 long, as a disc as a mass of 100 kg at its free end. The Young's modulus of the shaft material is given as 200 giganewton per meter square. Determine the frequency of longitudinal and transverse vibration of the shaft. Okay, this is the area calculation based on the given data. diameter equal to 50 mm, convert into 0.05 meters, and L equal to 300 mm, that is 0.03 meter. Mass equal to 100 kg, and Young's modulus equal to 200 giganewton per meter square, converted into 200 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square. Okay. So cross section area of the shaft, A equal to pi by 4 d square, converting area 1.96 into 10 power minus 3 meter square. Okay. And the moment of finish of the shaft, I equal to pi by 64 and d power 4. That is 0.3 into 10 power minus 6. Okay. And then frequency of longitudinal vibration. Okay. Del என்றது based on என்ன type of beam இருக்கோ அந்த beamக்கு நம்ம இந்த formula choose பண்ணோம். அந்த டேபிள் நான் என்னன்றதை நான் உனக்கு நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் அதுக்கு அடுத்த ஸ்லைட்ல உனக்கு காமிப்பேன். ஓகே. W into L, A into E. Okay, W என்றது load and L என்றது length of the shaft. Okay, and A equal to area of cross section of the shaft, and E equal to Young's modulus of the shaft. Okay. Put together, we get the deflection as 0.751 into 10 power minus 6 meters. Okay. And frequency of longitudinal vibration, frequency equal to 0.4985 divided by square root of del. Square root of del kind of value 0.751 into 10 power minus 6, that is 575 Hertz. And this is for a transverse vibration, frequency of transverse vibration. Same as like that, but only one thing is will be changes, that is called deflection will be changes. Okay. W, L and E, A எல்லாமே சேம் தான். டிஃப்ளெக்ஷனுக்கான ஃபார்முலா மட்டும் தான் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும், பிகாஸ் லாங்கிடியூட்ல அதோட வைப்ரேஷன் எவ்வளவு இருக்கு, and then transverse அதோட வைப்ரேஷன் எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்றோம். along the axis against the axis எப்படி இருக்குன்றதை கால்குலேட் பண்றோம். அதுதான். ஓகே. மேல இருக்குது along the axis, the transverse vibration against the axis நம்ம பார்க்கணும். ஓகே. அதுக்கான deflection formula WL3 by 3 into A. So frequency is also changes. Here longitudinally it will be 575 Hertz, and then in a transverse it will be 41 Hertz. Okay. புரியுதாமா நீ கிளாஸ்ல? Yeah. So this is a thing I already told in the diagram. Yeah. Look at that types of beam. For that, the deflection formula will be given in a right side for you. Okay. First one is called cantilever beam with a point load, and second one cantilever beam with a UDL load, and third one simply supported beam with the eccentric load, and fourth one is called simply supported beam with a central load. Okay. For that, the deflection formulas will be given in a right side for you. Okay. Note down these formulas. It is also available in a book as well as in your no PPT also. Okay. The same thing it will be given here also. Shall I move on to the next slide, or you want to make a note of it? இனிஷியலா நான் சொன்ன ரெண்டு ஃபார்முலாஸ், and then இந்த ஃபார்முலாஸ் இருந்தா நம்ம இந்த யூனிட்ல எல்லா சமையும் சால்வ் பண்ண முடியுமா? ஓகே. Make a note of all the formulas. Around 8 to 10 formulas will be there. On each type of thing, each type of formula, deflection formulas will be used there. Yeah, around so many of them is not here. Why? What happened? Huh? Suresh sir. Suresh sir.
Yes, sir.
Recording.